guys, if you're new here, I'm Tia Pearl, WCMX. I'm all about WCMX, sustainability, accessibility, and living a healthy lifestyle. Any of that interests you, hit the subscribe button right now. I'm on a date with my wife, so we're just gonna get right to it. Yeah, so the other side, or is this it? There's some here.
Oh, look at you.
Receiving with forklift, now at 208 North, receiving with forklift, now at 208
$28.99 for 50 feet.
And that's the size you want?
Is good height, right? Is it too high?
No, that's good. You look great.
Okay, cool.
So, wait, what'd you say again? 20, what? How much is it?
$28.99. So basically like 30.
Cool. So pretty much exactly what I said.
Yeah, and what did you say we would need 4?
Yeah, and then we would need 4 or 5 foot posts because we have to put them in the ground.
Yeah, 5 foot.
So, what's these? 3 foot?
5 foot, 219.
So yeah, pretty much what I said.
And how many feet? We still
have to
find
look
out how many feet we need.
Yeah, we gotta look that part up.
But I'm stoked about this.
Me too. Wow, I haven't heard this song in a while.
Garden center.
Never heard this song?
No.
You're lying. I know every word. How have you never heard it?
Some things I just never heard of.
What's up, guys? Starting the vlog at the garden center. It's my favorite place to be.
Well, let me tell you something. That's a rooster.
Ah, it's giant.
Where's the
actually.
dirt? You don't even have any dirt? What's going on here?
Didn't we
Oh my God, look.
Is
It's
it?
amazing out here. Wow.
Pretty bright. So yeah, guys, we're on a date, a shopping date. We got some road trip supplies. Now we're over at Menards, getting it done. We're also looking at fencing because we're gonna be fencing our yard for our chickens soon. So stay tuned for that sustainable and healthy living tip because we're gonna get a lot of eggs. It's gonna be awesome. I'm excited. So yeah, right now we're
Look at these awesome trees.
looking at trees, and we're looking at bees, and we're looking at knees. Oh, just cut the vlog. I'm kidding, we're not cutting the vlog. But last night we went to see Maggie in her last play of her high school career, and yeah, she did amazing. So let's check out some clips from that.
As you watch the first act, you'll discover which characters have a motive to murder someone, a person who will indeed be dead by the time the first act ends. During intermission, we'll need you to check on your ballot which character you think is most likely to be the killer. Give your ballot to one of the ushers before you take a break for intermission. We'll tally them quickly, and for the second act, the cast will perform the scene Mr. St. John wrote that has the character the majority of you chose as the murderer. At least, that's what we hope will happen. Yeah, very confusing during rehearsals. Quiet! We might as well get started. I saved myself a seat here in the front where I can follow along in the script if things get a little shaky. But they won't. But just in case. Are you ready, cast?
As ready as we're gonna be.
Then, let's do it. Places. Lights.
I suppose so, when most of the time he treats us like lepers.
You think Uncle Simon treats us like jungle cats?
Not leopards, mother, lepers. Anyway, you look fine.
Oh, thank you, son.
I'll say one thing. If we should ever inherit this mausoleum, the first thing we'll do is call up the Addams family and let them know it's on the market.
Counting chickens, are we?
Minerva, we didn't see you there. You're an attractive young helper.
Nancy is a nice girl. And I mean for her to stay that way.
I'm not sure I know what you mean.
I doubt that.
I don't understand.
I believe that. Miss Fiona, why don't you have a seat? I'll bring you some coffee.
Coffee? That sounds nice. It is a little damp in here.
That's because it's a lot of damp out there. How do you take your coffee?
Mother prefers hers black. I'll swing mine myself.
Whatever.
Oh, what lovely hors d'oeuvres, Minerva. These are delicious.
Thanks. Glad you like them.
You're looking very pretty tonight.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, sir, that makes me feel as old as Great Uncle Simon. Please, just call me Jordan.
She will call you Mr. Starkweather, the way a proper maid should. If anyone was to call you by any other name, it would be me. And you do not want to know which one I'm thinking.
Minerva, you never change.
Neither do you. More's the pity. Now take a seat next.
Oh, I'm very well, thank you. Paula.
Well, that's just peachy, I swear. I don't know why we don't see more of each other. Seems like the only time we get to see each other is for somebody's funeral.
Well, aren't all funerals for somebody?
Don't be morbid, Cousin Jordan. I'm just...
I'll live to regret that decision.
Miss Withers is bringing in Mr. Starkweather.
Can I move now?
Fine.
Good evening, Great Uncle. You're looking well.
Are you blind, boy, or just a habitual liar?
Well, I was only making pleasantries, Uncle.
Save your breath. You've always been a smooth talker, Jordan, but that doesn't cut any ice with me. You're nothing but a greedy opportunist, boy. I would know. I was one myself at your age.
Well, I guess it runs in the family.
I guess you're right. Well, Cousin Fiona, you look the same.
Do? Well, thank you, Uncle Simon.
That wasn't necessarily meant as a compliment.
Oh, great Uncle Simon, you're awful.
At my age, with my money, I can afford to say exactly what I want. And I do.
I'll go up to my room and pack. After I witness the signing of the new will tomorrow, I won't have any reason to hang around. Night.
We were robbed.
We were?
Yes, Mother. Great Uncle Simon dangled the fortune in front of our noses and then snatched it away.
Yeah, that was me.
Me? The man's a monster. Did you see the evil look in his eyes? He wants to pull the rug right out from under our feet.
Yeah,
I wish he would die. I wish the old man would drop dead tonight.
it would serve him right.
Well, if Uncle Simon were to die tonight, then we'd all get our money. Wouldn't we, my dears? Would anyone care for a game of bridge?
Mrs. Starkweather.
That's it, bursting nearly frightened me to death.
My apologies. Might I ask what pills you just strewn about the room?
Digitalis, for my heart. I have a heart condition. Maybe I should take it too.
Digitalis. Doesn't that speed up one's heart rate?
Yes, my little heart is just pumping away.
Perhaps a single dosage will be sufficient.
Oh, I mean, it could be fatal or extremely fatal. If I'm being redundant, I suppose fatal is fatal, just like dead is dead. Wouldn't you agree?
Completely. One cannot be deader than another. Dead longer, perhaps, but that is the only comparison that comes to mind. Might I inquire why you brought the medication into the living room?
Why? You know, that is a very good question. Why did I bring my medication downstairs? I remember I was going to show them to Nurse Withers and ask her if she had any free samples, you know, with her medical connections and all.
But it looks as if your bottle was full already.
Yes, it was, but it never hurts to plan ahead. Maybe I better pick them up. Bensonhurst, can I ask you something?
Be my guest.
Why are you carrying a wrench?
A wrench? Well, you see, I remembered Miss Withers saying that the valve on the gas heater in Mr. Starkweather's room was a little loose. So I thought I'd give it an extra turn or two.
How mechanical of you. We wouldn't want any of that gas to leak into Uncle Simon's bedroom, now would we?
Naturally not. But first things first, shall we?
Oh, goodness, I feel like a pigeon pecking popcorn.
You missed one there.
Where?
By your left kneecap? Left kneecap.
Got it. Goodness, they're really just everywhere.
Round objects tend to do that then.
Oh, Nurse Withers!
Mrs. Starkweather, what are you doing on the floor with Bensonhurst?
Picking up my pills, I dropped my digitalis. Watch where you put your feet, my dear. Both of them.
Did Mr. Starkweather require an injection? Is there anything wrong?
Nothing I can't handle. He seemed a bit congested, so I set him up in his wheelchair. He can breathe better in an upright position. Then I gave him a shot of steroids to help open his bronchial passages.
My, where would Uncle Simon be without you?
Dead. Without my help, his heart would have stopped beating long ago.
Speaking of which, wasn't there something you wanted to ask Miss Withers, madam?
Was there?
The digitalis?
Oh, I was going to ask you if you happen to have any free samples of digitalis lying around. I have a heart condition and I like to keep the supply handy.
I can see why you would. Yours tend to run out, don't they? I'm sorry, Mrs. Starkweather. I'm afraid I'm fresh out of spare drugs. Your uncle requires every pill he's got to keep him going.
Oh my, then we better pick up all of mine. Would you mind helping us, my dear?
I suppose.
Is this a private game or can anybody play?
Mr. Davis, we are picking up spilled pills.
Oh, is that it? I thought you were holding a tiny little marble tournament. I'll pass.
Let me give you these, Mrs. Starkweather. I really must return to my duties.
Thank you.
And here are mine.
Thank you, Bensonhurst. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Excuse me.
Miss Withers, how's boss?
Bossy. He sent me for a pitcher of fresh drinking water, and if I'm not back in a minute, he'll start drinking.
Excuse myself.
Well,
You're up kind of late, Mrs. Starkweather.
I couldn't sleep. What about you, Mr. Davis?
Oh, I'm real now. Besides, I was hoping young Mr. Simon Starkweather would have showed up by now. I haven't met him yet.
Oh, Simon's a nice boy. I do hope he's all right with the storm and all.
He might have just pulled off the road and let it pass. Starting to cloud up again. It looks like we can be in for another deluge.
Oh, I do hope not. I believe I'll go up and lie down.
Good night again, Mrs. Starkweather.
Good night!
Come in, Mr. Starkweather. Oh, all right.
Do I have another friend here?
Miss Starkweather.
Oh my goodness, Rufus, you scared me out of a year's growth!
That's okay, ma'am. At our age, we don't all going sideways, don't we?
I certainly hope not. What are you doing with that television set? It doesn't look like a portable.
It is now. I'm borrowing it from one of the guest rooms that ain't used.
What for?
Well, you see, I ain't sleepy, so I figured I'd watch some TV. But the set in my room's all messed up. The color, I mean. Every actor on every damn channel is green. Iron Man's green. Thor's green. Even Hulk is green. Looks like every channel is starring Kermit the Frog.
How disconcerting.
You can say that again, whatever it means. Them breath mints, I wouldn't mind if you.
Oh no, Rufus, you mustn't take any of these. These are digitalis for my heart. If you took any of these, they could kill you.
In that case, I'll pass. You shouldn't leave any of those lying around. Somebody might have eat a bunch by mistake and keel over dead.
That's entirely possible.
Well, what would you put on their deficit kit? Deficit kit. Cause of death, bad breath?
It isn't a laughing matter, Rufus. I'll be careful with them. I need these pills, you see. I need every one of them.
See?
Goodness, don't put it away!
I'll bet her. Or hurt someone. Or even kill someone.
That's a horrible thought.
It's just a thought, ain't it? I get them sometimes. Do you? I see you still got your poison pills.
Digitalis isn't a poison, it's a stimulant. You just have to be careful not to take too many.
Looks like you had more last time I saw you. Hope you haven't got an overdose. Think I can figure out how to do that mouth-to-mouth thing.
If you bring those lips any closer, I will snatch that axe out of your hands and chop them off!
Sorry, just trying to help.
Well, don't. There are some fates worse than death. I assure you, however, that I am fine. I dropped a few pills earlier and I wasn't able to find them all.
I hope Minerva don't find any. She's mighty mad at Mrs. Starkweather right now, and she fixes his meals.
What are you suggesting?
Oh, nothing. What is it you came down here for?
I came to see if Minerva had any of those hors d'oeuvres left over.
I can look.
Oh, never mind. I seem to have lost my appetite.
At the time, I took it to be a nervous gesture. Nerves triggered by guilt, as it turned out. When I recalled Minerva's testimony, she reminded me of those who gathered in the kitchen when the lights went out. She reminded me, a few minutes ago, I noticed these on the floor by the sofa, and I had the link I needed to identify the murder. Thin scrapings of red tallow from the killer's thumbnail, red tallow from that match that drops on Mr. Starkweather's body, red tallow from the one red candle that which you were holding. Miss Withers!
There might have been other red candles. There aren't. I remember we took them down for Christmas, so we have to buy more for next year. Is this the only evidence you have against me? A candle?
No, Miss Withers. I have better proof than that. As I was walking around the room a few minutes ago, I glanced at everyone's hands. I noticed there are several very thin scratches on your wrist, made by Mr. Starkweather, no doubt, as he struggled for his life. When I examined Mr. Starkweather's body, I managed to pull these skin samples out from under his fingernails. It would be easy enough to prove it was you. I bet quite a few experts on DNA over the last 6 months.
Bravo, Mr. Davis.
Well,
I don't suppose you consider cloning those samples and putting the newbie in prison? No? Well, Mr. Vancia, I suppose my only mistake was trying to cross a lawyer. I may have caused you to lose Mr. Starkweather's billions, but you definitely got your revenge.
why don't you tell us what happened?
I may as well. You figured out the main details anyway. I was furious with Mr. Starkweather for what he'd done, for building up our hopes and then dashing them to the ground. A man that fool didn't deserve to live. I brought him his pitcher of water, and he was sitting where I left him, in his wheelchair, ringing that bell. I set the pitcher of water down on the table. I grabbed the arms of his wheelchair, and I leaned down into his face. I told him he was a monster. I told him that he didn't deserve to live. I told him I was going to kill him. He was terrified, of course. He wheeled back into his bedside table and caused the lamp to fall to the floor. The pitcher of water came down on top of it. When the water hit the lamp, it short-circuited and the lights went out.
So you didn't cause the blackout deliberately?
No, it nearly ruined everything. Luckily, I still had the candle that Mrs. Trent had given me earlier. I was able to light the candle and hold it in one hand. With the other hand...
Oh, I see some changes in the first act. Might as well do the whole play again. Oh, never thought of that.
Yeah, let's get him!
Alright guys, well, I had a bunch of fun with my wife on our date, and obviously we enjoyed seeing my sister in that show. She always kicks butt. So proud of you. Maggie, cool kid Finazzo, you got this. You've come a long way in all these years on stage, so shout out to you, baby sis. Love you so much. And we're actually just picking up Aiden from his friend's house, so that was a big deal. He's super stoked about that. Pretty much 1 week until the road trip, you guys. The parts came for the car, and Larry said he'll put them on next weekend. So literally right before we go, he should be putting them on, but he said they're correct and everything's good. Only thing I might not get to is ordering the grill But it is what it is, you guys. Who cares, right? It's just visually what it is, but the car's running great. I'm super excited. And yeah, we're just gonna continue on with our little chill Sunday. I was eating Chipotle. It's right there. Yeah. So you guys know I love that. And that's gonna be it, guys. Stay tuned for another vlog. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed seeing my sister in her play, and also us on our date at, you know, wherever we're going. But yeah, that's gonna be it, you guys. Don't forget what I say. Stay positive. Keep rolling. Remember that I love you, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace. Too hard.
Try again.
She's over there looking at soil, and I'm thinking we better get this rock step, and we better get a slide. We probably need a slide. So cute. What are you eating?